Hello everyone. Kaylee and I are here to go for a nature walk with you because it is finally springtime in Wisconsin. It has been spring according to the calendar for a while now, but Wisconsin never gets the memo. Ever. You see my shadow. That's okay. I'm not a professional. Anyway, Kaylee and I wanted to go for a nature walk, and I wanted to film this afternoon, so we're going to combine them, which is probably actually a terrible idea, because I'm going to try to do a tag at the same time, which is going to be hard, because I'm going to have to juggle the dog, the camera, and the piece of paper that I have everything written down on. So that'll be fun. So we live out in the country, which is cool. Not like super far in the country, but far enough that it's not surrounded by people in the city, which is my favorite. I hate being in the city and knowing that I'm surrounded by people. But anyway, in case anyone's wondering about Kaylee, Kaylee is a foxhound. She's not a very tall beagle. She's a foxhound mix, who's being naughty. And she's about 9 years old. So yeah. Now we're going to try and do a book tag. We're going to do the W.R.I.T.E. book tag, the right book tag. So we'll see how that goes. And while we're trying to nature walk at the same time. Hopefully the shaky camera is not the most distracting thing in the entire world. Okay, so the first letter is W. W for where. Where do you write? Most of you guys already know this. I sit on my couch. And my couch faces a big window, and outside the window is nature and horses and prettiness. So that's where I sit. I've got my spot like Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory on my end of the couch. And I just have like a nest there where I have all of the stuff that I need for my writing, including my teacup and my chocolate and access to lots of cats. The next letter is R for rituals. Do you have any rituals when you write? Not hugely. For a while I had a schedule where I was writing every morning before work when I was putting out a chapter a week on The New Ways of Old Gods, my fan fiction, which is done now. But if you want to go read it, it's really cool. I'm really proud of it. But anyway, ever since then I haven't really kept to a schedule because I haven't needed to. I have been doing a lot of editing recently. But anyway, yeah, I don't really have a ritual. I usually do like to have tea. I will be honest with you there. I do like to have tea. So I usually make a cup of tea when I sit down to write. But otherwise, I don't know, just spending half an hour convincing the cats not to be on my lap where the laptop needs to be, does that count as a ritual? The next letter is I. I stands for irritation. What irritates you the most when you're writing or struggling with your writing? I know what it is. When I have to be somewhere later, so I am super stressed about finishing what I'm doing so that I can get to the thing that I have scheduled later. Like, say, work, for example. I don't like to write when I have an engagement later, which was tough when I was writing in the morning, but I didn't really have a choice. But I get very stressed out and irritated when I know that I have a time limit for my writing. I like to write when I feel like I can start when I want and stop when I want, versus feeling like you must stop there. Even if you're on a roll, you have to stop. And almost always I am on a roll. Like, I'll get on the best writing roll and I'll be like, it'll just be flowing, and then bam, it's time to go to work. Fuck. The next letter is T for talent. In what aspect do you feel you're the most talented with your writing? I feel like the place that I focus on, maybe I'm not the most talented at necessarily, but like the thing that I really focus on and learn the most about and love is writing characters. And the place where I get the most praise for my work is on my characters and how people love them, really get into them, feel with them really well. And so that's really where I'm the strongest, is with characters. and I need to work on other things like setting in world and stuff like that. But I'm super into characters when I read too, so like it's pretty obvious that that would be my focus. So this is our woods. It looks super dead because obviously it just became warm yesterday. It went from snowing to like 70 because we live in Wisconsin, and Wisconsin gives the big middle finger to anything that resembles reasonable weather conditions. It's just like, you know what? Winter, 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 hot summer. It's pretty much all, those are the settings that Wisconsin has. Dog doesn't care though. She just wants to go on an adventure and pull me along with her. Dog, I'm wearing the wrong shoes for this. You gotta hang on. Something here smells really exciting. The next letter is E for essential. What part of writing? Oh, there's deer back there. Can you see them? I don't know if you can see them. Here she is. You see her? You see your butt? Hey, Mama. Good thing the dog didn't see them. She would try to chase them. I didn't really want to have to deal with that while also holding a camera. This is a shack my grandfather built. Because he liked to do that sort of thing. Anyway, E, essential. What part of writing is essential to you? I don't really understand this question. So all of it. I often tell people, if I didn't write, my head would explode. And that'd just be messy for everyone, so you should be happy that I write. Also, I would write, oh no, the turkey. I'm always too slow with this camera to see the animal. There's a turkey. And I tell people that if I was the last person on the planet, and there was no one to read my writing, I would still write because I have to. It's like a compulsion. It's how I get my emotions out. It's how I express myself. I'm a really emotionally guarded person, and I really don't show emotion if I can help it. And so and I'm introverted, and I'm socially anxious, but I love people. And so the way that I can kind of get out my emotions and my thoughts and feelings about people is through my writing. And if I was alone on the planet, I'm sure I'd have lots of other things to feel about through writing. So writing itself is essential. If I didn't do it, I wouldn't be. And sniffing is essential for Kaylee. If she didn't sniff, she wouldn't be. I wonder if we're going to see that deer. We're going around the woods now, and we're going to come up kind of behind where that deer was. There was a pond between us and the deer. So we'll see if we see that deer, and if the dog tries to yank my arm out of the socket in order to attempt to chase that deer. Because really, I'm just along for the ride with this dog. It's like, she's a hound, so essentially it's a dog and her ballast when we go for a walk. I'm the ballast. And there's also, I was wrong, there was a second R. It's not the right tag, it's the right tag. So R, again, is for reflection. What part of your writing do you feel is a reflection of your life? Or what piece of writing was a reflection of your life, or something like that. I don't know, I just looked at it and I put it in my bag again. Oh, she's got a scent. Super exciting. Find him, lassie. Timmy down the well. There's deers, that's what. Anyway, reflection. Yes. Everything is a reflection of my life in some tiny way. I don't usually write, I sort of blog, but it's usually more like a Facebook post, maybe a wordy Facebook post. I don't think my life is interesting enough where I blog about it. But a lot of characters are made up of people, different pieces of people that I know and different pieces of myself. One thing that is true, you will always find me in my books. Not directly. You won't every time find a character that's just, this is me, for sure. But I've never written a story yet that a character, not even maybe the main character, didn't have some strong elements of me in it. So I guess that's one thing that reflects from my life, is I can always be found. Elements of me can always be found in my books. So that's a thing, I guess. How about you guys? Anybody want to do the writer tag? W.R.I.T.E.R tag? I tag you if you're watching this. If you want to go on a nature walk or walk around town while you do it like Kaylee and I did, you want to take your dog for a walk while you do it, I say go for it, link me back to it. I want to see if your dog is as naughty as mine is. Come on. But anyway, I hope you are enjoying your spring wherever you live. And if you live on a part of the world where it's not spring right now, I hope you're enjoying whatever season you have. I will see you again next time when I will be inside and she will be asleep on her bed probably. Okay, bye.